Hey, it's Llama here, and today I'm going to do something a little different. This is a top 10 countdown. I'm going to share with you my top 10 things which I think current players of Ark Survival Evolved will miss the most in Ark Survival Ascended when it first launches. If you enjoy this video or find it useful, and you can like, comment or subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. So let's get started, shall we? First off, number 10. Coming in at number 10 is the Mech. So this one, created by Santiago, the Mech came out with Extinction. Now for Ascended, this expansion is not due to land until Q1 in 2024. It made the list because as a solo player it is by far the best way of taming a Titanosaur if you're looking for that Master Zoologist taming achievement. It's number 10 because other than that it's not too useful in PvE, at least until Extinction drops, when it can be used for killing or taming the Titans. At number 9 I've got the Canoe. This one came in with Gen 2, so don't expect to see this until quarter 2 of 2024. Unless it gets added to the base game engrams for Ascended. It's a very useful way of exploring across water without worrying about getting rammed by the lead sickness, those giant whales, like a raft would. It also has a built-in storage which increases spoil timers, so it is quite useful. Coming in at number 8 is the Ocean Platform. This one dropped with Gen 1 and is great for water bases, or in the case of official PvE servers, if the pillars have taken over, you can migrate to the ocean and build a nice big base on a flat ocean platform or 2 or 4. I could live without these to be honest, but they are a good solution for pillar fever. Number 7 is the Loadout Mannequin. On the surface it's just a flash wardrobe, and maybe not too useful. Will anyone really miss it? Well, it does hold 300 slots of storage, and so early game it's a cheap to make vault. A large storage box only holds 45 slots, and you can sneak 48 out of a preserving bin. But 300 slots in the loadout is great for storing hide, fibre, or anything you don't want to throw away. If this doesn't go in the base game, you'll have to wait for Gen 2 to get one. Coming in at number 6 is the Tech Canteen, also a Gen 2 tool, capable of holding a large quantity of water and provides 9 drinks of 100 water per. It can also hold either hot or cold water, allowing you to use it to reverse the effects of heat or cold. Scorched Earth will be a lot harder without this on Ascended for sure. And my number 5 is the Tech Strider. Like the Mech, this is another Santiago invention, but this one only comes in with Gen 2. Whilst it comes with a host of attachments, let's be honest, in PvE it's all about the drill and bags. This is a harvesting beast. The Strider takes all the grind out of the game. I'm actually a little glad to see this go. It's very much an end game thing in my opinion. Embrace the grind, that's what I say. Number 4 is another OP Gen 2 edition, the Netgun. Netgun makes taming easy and trapping largely redundant. I admit I use this a lot currently, and while I'm in favour of it, it reduces the number of single-use traps constructed around the map, so it's good. It is also a little too OP in my opinion. The fact that you can net a Tyrannus or a Wyvern makes it so. One thing's for sure, taming this new Rhinognatha will get a lot harder in Ascended without these. And my number 3 is the Dinonis. Now these didn't come into the game until Valguero was added, and at this stage there's no indication as to when it will come into Ascended. I'm really going to miss these guys. They made dragon fights so much easier. So for now it's going to be back to Therazinos to beat old Fire Breath, at least initially anyway. Number 2 is the Egg Incubator. If this doesn't get added to the base game engrams, then we might have to wait until Q2 of 2024 for Gen 2 to be released, until we can see our stats before we hatch the egg. No incubators means eggs will need to be hatched using air conditioners, standing torches, campfires or Dimitrodons. And guess what? You need to be there when the egg hatches, or bye bye baby. I'm not going to lie, I will miss this quality of life improvement, and I would love for this to be added as a base game engram, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. So before we get to number 1, there are some honourable mentions which didn't quite make the list. First one, the Shadow Mane. This is a Gen 2 tame, which is a great all-rounder for boss fights. It didn't make the list because, to be honest, there are other tames which can do the same job without too much inconvenience. The Exomech, the Hover Skiff and the Tech Beds will surely be missed, but as these are boss fight unlocks, I didn't include them in the list. And the Tech Bow is cool, but unless you have a lot of element, it's expensive to use, so I can definitely wait until Gen 2 for this one. And then the Climbing Pick and Wingsuit from Aberration. To be honest, handy on all maps, but most useful on Aberration. So again, I could wait for this one. So coming in at number 1, you guessed it, the Maywing. Talk about quality of life. This guy will really be missed. Not only one of the fastest ways to get around, the easiest early game tames, but without that baby feeding trough, we're back to hand feeding until 10%. On one times PvE official, this means you literally have to stand there feeding constantly for hours. Gigas are a savage raise. To be honest, for these to be added, they would need to go in either the island or Scorched Earth as an additional creature. It could happen, but I'm not that hopeful, to be honest. So that's my top 10 things that I think current players of Ark Survival Evolved will miss the most in Ark Survival Ascended when it first launches. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you got something out of the video, and if you did, please show your appreciation by liking or subscribing, and leave a comment if you can. I really do appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next one. I'm Lower, and I'm out of here.